Power. We need a sense of power. This power for me is kind of symbolic of my world needs to have predictability to it. I need to know generally day to day what my life's going to be like, what it'll be like next week, next month, those kinds of things. But power, achievement, inner control, or accomplishments. We need to feel like we are in control of our lives somewhat, and that it's moving in a positive direction. Extreme or excessive striving for power or experiencing yourself as powerless, you're going to get unhappiness from that. So if you're over striving for power, or you are seeing yourself, embracing yourself as powerless, that's going to be unhappy. Glasser says, by itself, power is neither good nor bad. It's how it is denied, acquired, and used that makes the difference. Here's a quote. Driven by power, we've created a pecking order in almost everything we do. Social position, neighborhoods, dwellings, clothing, grades, winning, wealth, beauty, race, strength, physique, the size of our breasts or biceps, cars, food, furniture, television ratings, and almost anything else you can think of has been turned into a power struggle. I love this quote of Glasser, and I believe he is so right. We are constantly measuring ourselves to other people. We are constantly trying to exert power, show our power to others. And this is this is the keeping up with the Joneses kind of thing that you just can't do it. You can't do it. And that's not the road to happiness. The opposite of contentment. Freedom. So, freedom we tend to forget about until we believe in some way that it's being threatened. And so, but we need to, we need to feel like we are free to come and go as we please. To, I don't know, to be able to exert ourselves in some ways on the world in positive ways. I mean, we need to feel like there's more to life than just simply working and working and working, and we need to be able to enjoy some of the things, which leads us eventually to fun. But freedom, civil liberties, oppression, when those things are going on, when freedom is threatened, that is where there's problems with this basic need. And then teenagers, I put this little piece in here, basically, kind of as a reminder. This is why I think teenagers fight so much. This is why when they become 13 through 17 or 18, that they seem to be battling parents, is that they feel like their freedom is being controlled by their parents. Fun. Glasser says here that that fun is deeply intertwined with our most primary human need of love and belonging, and that need for fun is built into our genes. I really like that quote as well. And so, we have to have it, and the more we can have fun with people with whom we were in relationships, that's kind of a double shot of good, I guess you might say. Quality World. Quality World was really a way for Glasser to understand what it is that clients are motivated by, what it is that people find meaning in. And so for me, it's a little bit like a personal picture album. Pam and I were talking the other day, and if our house were to catch on fire, what would we grab? And one of the three things that we would absolutely grab from our house is our family's picture album. You know, most of them are in the cloud now, but we got some. The really good ones are printed out and in a picture album. If the house were to catch on fire, we grab that off of the shelf as we're running out the door. And so I think that that's kind of how it makes sense to me. It's your most cherished things. It's the things that bring your life the most joy, that you'll work the hardest for. So small groups of memories or mental pictures that you associate with obtaining one or more of your basic needs. Someone has helped you survive, experience love, or have fun. You're probably going to have them in your quality world. Your beliefs will be there. Everyone's quality world will be different. And in order to help someone using reality theory, we need to spend time, quite a bit of time, understanding what it is in their quality world that they're motivated by, that they'll work for. So choice theory and psychopathology. Psychopathology is kind of a fancy way of saying disordered mental disorders. The DSM-5, is really about psychopathology. So before we talk here, remember that Glasser was a doctor. He was an MD. And the medical world revolves around diagnosis. It revolves around medication. And there is high value in both. And so keep that in mind as we talk here. So choice theory and psychopathology, reality theory here. Glasser doesn't believe that mental illness exists. Doesn't believe there is mental illness. We choose our behavior and are completely responsible for all our emotional, behavioral, and even physical problems. So, for example, he would not believe in depression. He would say the person is depressing. So they're doing it to themselves. They're choosing to do it to themselves. Kind of interesting change up, I think, especially in context of his medical background.